Success never arrives suddenly. It grows slowly like metal forged in fire. And the fire that shapes every great life is discipline. This is the story of Henry Ford, a story of patience, repetition, and quiet strength. He was born on a small farm in Michigan in 1863. He didn't grow up with wealth. He didn't have privilege, but he did have curiosity and time. As a boy, he watched his father work the fields, hour after hour, hard labor that seemed endless, and he thought to himself, there must be a better way. When other kids rested, he studied. When they played, he observed how things moved. He was drawn to gears, to motion, to the logic of machines. At 12 years old, he built a small steam engine. At 16, he left home to learn how real machines worked. Every night, long after others had gone home, he stayed at his bench, learning, building, failing, trying again. That was his education. Not books, but action. Not words, but work. That is the first lesson of discipline. You don't wait for the right moment. You create it. Years later, working for the Edison Illuminating Company, Ford built his first car in a wooden shed behind his home. There were no crowds, no fame, no support, just parts, tools, and one man's focus. Most people said he was wasting his time. They laughed. They said, cars will never replace horses. But Ford didn't listen. He kept turning wrenches one bolt at a time. Night after night, he kept showing up. Because that's what discipline does. It keeps going when belief gets small. His first company failed. So did the next. But he refused to stop. Each mistake became a teacher. Each failure became fuel. He once said, failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. And he did. In 1903, Henry Ford was 40 years old. He had spent half his life experimenting, refining his craft, preparing for the moment when his idea would finally work. When the Ford Motor Company began, he didn't dream of luxury. He dreamed of accessibility, a car for ordinary people, not for the wealthy few. Everyone told him it was impossible, but discipline doesn't believe in impossible. It believes in process, in patience, in improvement. Ford looked at the chaos of manufacturing and asked one question: how can we make this smoother, faster, better? He studied every motion, every hand movement on the factory floor, and through that discipline of observation, he created something new, the moving assembly line. What once took 12 hours to build could now be done in 90 minutes. One small change, one patient breakthrough, transformed the world. That's the power of discipline, turning repetition into innovation. The Model T became the car of the people. By 1927, 15 million were built, but Ford didn't celebrate for long. He kept refining. He walked the factory floors, listened to workers, searched for wasted time, and corrected it. Because discipline doesn't end when you succeed, it begins there. He once said, "Don't find fault, find a remedy." That was his code. No excuses, no blame, just solutions. Ford understood something few people ever learn. Success isn't built on big moments. It's built on small, invisible acts. The times you stay late, the times you repeat the same step until it's perfect, the times you keep going when no one sees. Motivation starts the engine, but discipline keeps it running. And just like the cars he built, discipline is mechanical. It works best when it becomes habit, when showing up is no longer a choice, but your nature. He made mistakes. He faced criticism. He changed. He adapted. But he never lost his rhythm. Work, learn, improve, repeat. That rhythm is the heartbeat of discipline. Look around today. His name still stands on factories and cars across the world. But the real invention was never the machine, it was the mindset, a belief that steady effort applied with discipline can turn an idea into history. You don't need genius to follow that path. You don't need luck, you need structure, you need patience. You need to show up, especially when you don't feel like it, because discipline isn't emotion, it's decision. Every morning, you decide who you're going to be, the person who talks about goals or the one who quietly builds them. Discipline is not glamorous, it's not dramatic, it's repetitive, it's steady. It's the quiet hum of consistency that the world rarely hears. But over time, that hum becomes a roar. Henry Ford didn't change the world overnight. He changed it one gear, one bolt, one day at a time. And so can you. When you feel tired, when failure looks final, when no one believes, remember this story. Remember that even the man who changed how the world moves started as a single worker in a small shed, with nothing but belief and discipline. Keep building, keep improving, keep showing up, because discipline doesn't just build cars, it builds character, it builds courage, it builds you. This is the daily effect of discipline.